Faithful Niner Empire. What's good? What's good? What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. Faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. Welcome back to another episode. And this is a special episode of What's Good with yours truly, Jay in the Bay, because this is the playoffs. This is where every team in the NFL wants to be at this time of the year. They don't want to be sitting at home on the couch. They want to be watching their team in the playoffs. And I consider this to be, hey, this is a successful season for Kyle Shanahan to get this team into the playoffs. Of course, at the beginning of the season, I had larger aspirations for this team, but you have to react to new information. And I'm glad we are in the playoffs. That was a resilient performance against the LA Rams last week. Coming back from down 17-0. And now we're going to have to play, I don't know if they're a better team than the Rams, but they're just as good. They have a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. The Cowboys won their division this year. I believe they were 12-5 in the NFC East this year. So they're a pretty good team. They're led by Dak Prescott. They got a strong running game. Dak, Pollard. They have a few wide receivers and a tight end we'll have to watch out for. So the Cowboys definitely have firepower. And this will not be an easy game, that's for sure. They also have talent on the defensive side of the ball. Micah Parsons, you might have heard of him. He's probably going to win that defensive rookie of the year. He could be a problem. And they have Trayvon Diggs, who leads the NFL in interceptions with 11. So this Cowboys team has firepower, but I don't know if this team is battle tested. I don't know if this team has really played the competition that the 49ers have. We'll see what happens on Sunday, but I'm happy that the Niners are in this position. Obviously, there's a rivalry between the Cowboys and Niners that dates back, to the 70s. And we really haven't had a playoff game, I think, since the 94-95 season. So it'll be good to get that rivalry going back again. Looking forward to the game this Sunday against the Cowboys. And let's get into Jay's 5 big things. Let's get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5 big things.
All right. I think one of the first 5 big things is clock management. I think one of our best defenses this Sunday against the Cowboys, will be keeping this Cowboys offense off the field. Now, how do you do that? You got to have long and sustained drives. We got to be able to convert on third downs. And that's going to be a huge key in this game. Obviously, I think our defense will be able to make some plays, but I think we should put them in the best situation possible. And that's by the offense containing the ball for at least 35 to 40 minutes in this game. Obviously running the ball down their throat. And I think if we do this, it'll definitely set up a victory Sunday. Number 2, the focal point of the offense. I think this continues to be the Deebo Samuel and Elijah Mitchell show. Clearly, when Elijah Mitchell is healthy, he is the best running back on the team. Shanahan, it appears, trusts him most to run the ball and to execute that running scheme. And Elijah Mitchell, he's just head and shoulders, I think, the best running back on this team. I love Jeff Wilson Jr. Love to see, Trey Sermon, but unfortunately he hasn't really gotten an opportunity. But this will be Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuel running the ball. We know Deebo Samuel can do all things on the field. Hell, he can even throw touchdown passes. So if we run the ball, I would say easily between 30 to 40 times in this game. I think a bulk of those carries will be by Mitchell and Deebo. I would like to see Jeff Wilson Jr. get some burn as well, but Shanahan loves to ride the hot hand. And I think Shanahan believes that Mitchell executes his scheme to perfection. And that's why he utilizes him so much. But I think those two will continue to be the focal point of the offense, Debo and Elijah Mitchell. Make sure we continue to get them the ball. Number three, faithful is obedient football. We have to play disciplined football. One thing I noticed looking up the Cowboys stats is they lead the league in penalties. And this is something that could definitely hurt the team in the playoffs. Clearly, this did not have a major effect on the Cowboys' regular season success. But when you're playing upper echelon teams in the playoffs, you have to be disciplined, and you can't beat yourself with penalties. So I do anticipate the Cowboys will have some penalties in this game, and this is something that the 49ers need to take advantage of. And as well, we have to keep ourselves in check as well with not turning over the ball, not having excessive penalties. I love Dre Greenlaw's presence in the game last week. He came out with a vengeance. He led the team in tackles. He was running all over the field, but you got to play to the whistle, not past the whistle. And he did have a few penalties. So keep that same aggressiveness, but just don't get penalized for it. Number 4, stop the run and pressure. That's what every defense in the NFL wants to do. We seem to do that the best. Shout out to the defensive line coach, Chris Kasarik, and also shout out to D'Amico Ryans, the defensive coordinator. They're doing an excellent job in getting the guys ready and having them humming on Sunday. The Cowboys, they do want to run the ball. You know, Ezekiel Elliott, he's a solid running back. He's not the same running back he once was, like the first 3 to 5 years of his career. I don't really think he'll be a difference maker in this game. Now, Tony Pollard, he is a much younger version of Zeke. He's strong in between the tackles. He's also fast as well. But the 49ers, we've been doing a great job over the last 6 to 8 weeks, I would say, in stopping the run. The first half of the year, it wasn't really well. We were struggling in that area. But I think since Armstead moved inside next to DJ Jones, it's helped in getting pressure up the middle. And we've been doing a better job in slowing down the run. Obviously, I think we slow down the run, make this Cowboys offense one-dimensional. It'll be easier for our defensive linemen to go after Dak Prescott and bring him to the ground. Now, pressure last week against the Rams, we didn't really get that much pressure in the first half, but D'Amico Ryan made some adjustments, and we were able to get after Stafford because it was a night and day type of performance for Stafford. First half, he looked comfortable, only incompleted one pass. The second half, he was running all over the field, throwing passes before he wanted to, and that's due to the pressure. So 49ers need to have a consistent defense and have a similar defense that we had last week, stopping the run and making Dak feel uncomfortable in the pocket. Number 5. Go, Jimmy. Go, go, go. Hey, man, he's a seesaw. He's a roller coaster. You don't know which Jimmy you're going to get. Last week, the first half, it was, it wasn't very good. Nothing went well for the 49ers in the first half, but Jimmy did have a good drive at the end of the first half that allowed us to, get a field goal. And we were able to get momentum for the second half. This team, I know we love to run the ball, but Jimmy, I think this team kind of goes as far as Jimmy goes. If Jimmy plays well, he doesn't turn the ball over. He puts this team in position to win games, just like last week and just like several wins we've had during the regular season. So obviously, Jimmy's days are numbered as a 49er, but as long as he's under center, I'm definitely still going to root for Jimmy G. Make no mistake about it. And I'm rooting for him to, be successful, of course, just like most Niner fans, if not all Niner fans. But for Jimmy, just don't turn the ball over and get the ball to the playmakers. And I think will be good for this game against the Cowboys on Sunday. If Jimmy does that, he'll put us in better position to win on Sunday. Now it's time for Fadeaway J.
Fadeaway J.
Looking forward to this matchup against the Dallas Cowboys. I think, like I said before, they have weapons on both sides of the ball. This will be a challenging game. I think this will be a close game, but I think the 49ers will have some advantages. I like Kyle Shanahan and his ability to not allow their best defensive player to really have an impact. We go up against Aaron Donald, twice a year, and he really doesn't have a great impact on the game. And I think this is due to obviously the guys blocking up front, but just Shanahan knowing what the defense wants to do and knowing the defense's weaknesses and attacking them. So I think that's definitely we have an advantage there with Kyle Shanahan, and he knows the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. His name is escaping me right now, but they were together with the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, and so I like Shanahan's advantages over the Cowboys defensive coordinator. I think we'll see that come to fruition in the game, and I think the Niners are just going to run the hell out the ball. The Cowboys don't do a great job at slowing down the run, and I think that will continue. And I expect big games from Debo, Mitchell. Hopefully, we can get Kittle involved a little bit more in the passing game since Trent Williams will be back at left tackle. He's been practicing this week, so that's a great sign. And honestly, this team is the healthiest it's been all year. K'Wan Williams is coming back. He missed last week, and I'm looking forward to this game. The Cowboys wide receivers, yeah, they do have talent there. We'll see if they'll be able to be effective against, D'Amico Ryans disguising coverages, bringing blitz. Obviously, our front four going after Dallas. So it's going to be a competitive game. Looking forward to the game. I can't wait. But of course, I got the Niners winning this game. I'm taking the Niners to win this game 34-27. And shout out to the 49ers Cutback crew, and shout out to everyone watching this episode of What's Good with yours truly, Jay in the Bay. Hopefully we can continue. We win on Sunday, and then we'll continue the series. And also the Niners, of course, will be in the next playoff game. That's what I'm looking forward to. Go Niners. Everyone have a great weekend.